tuned in to Track Talk on Sports Radio 810 WHB. America's largest all-sports radio station presents the #1 motorsports show in the Midwest for over a decade. Track Talk, brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group. Here are the RacinBoys, Scott Traylor and Kirk Elliott.
Welcome back to RacinBoys. I'm Scott Traylor, live from the McCarthy Auto Group studios here in Kansas City. You know, we've been doing this show for a long time. We've had a lot of great guests over the course of the last 17 years. One of my favorite, obviously, if not my favorite, up to this very moment, Chris Economaki. That tells you what kind of company this guy is in. Dave Despain joins us now, the host of the Dave Despain Show. Dave, how you doing, my friend?
I'm honored already to be included in the same sentence as Chris Economaki, who is my hero, my mentor, and one of my all-time favorite people.
You had mentioned that you hadn't been to the Chili Bowl, and let me just say, first of all, kudos to the staff over at Lucas Oil Productions from AFTV at the production they put together. Obviously, we do the prelim up to when you guys go live here at RacinBoys with our pay-per-view broadcast, but rave reviews about the broadcast, AFTV and yourself, your first time there. Your thoughts of the Chili Bowl Nationals, first experience?
The building, obviously, is the first thing you notice. It's just dazzling in its size. And then once you get past that, the way the building lends itself to the activity, from the trade show to the track to pit area. Racing is an expensive sport to televise well. And I say this not to blow smoke back at you, but I thought you guys did an excellent job at the Chili Bowl of give me what I want. You know, I'm sure there's no budget for 16 cameras, including 9 onboards, but give me what I want. Give me the basics. Give me the meat of it. And that's exactly what the pay-per-view customer got for his or her, whatever it was, $99. Yeah. And that felt good to me at a number of different levels. Number one, you know, my prediction 100 years ago that the internet was going to create that kind of opportunity seems to have finally borne a little fruit. But by the same token, part of my mind is saying, you know, if you look at what those guys did Monday through Saturday, whatever time we took over, and you look at what Mav did in the time that we did, and you look at what it cost to make it happen, the difference is breathtaking.
Oh, no doubt.
And so the problem is, how do you make the economic model work to put a lot of grassroots racing on television as we've traditionally known it? That's a tough one. That's a very tough one. But what you guys are doing, I think, is pioneering, because what happens is the grassroots fan is so appreciative that somebody cares enough to make the effort to give them the Chili Bowl and all those other things that you do. They're going to support it. They're going to watch it or listen to it. They're going to appreciate it, and it's going to do what we want, which is maintain and build their interest and capture new people and all the rest of it.
Welcome back. It's Track Talk here on Sports Radio 810 WHB and RBN, the RacinBoys Broadcasting Network. We're in the McCarthy Auto Group studio. I'm Scott. He's Kirk, and joining us now is a driver that the RacinBoys have had we've had a lot of fun watching race with the Lucas Oil ASCS National Tour, especially last week, picking up 2 wins, Creek and Lucas Oil Speedway. Christopher Bell joins us now. Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Dude, thanks for getting up early. I know you had a late night last night. First of all, tell us what happened last night.
Oh, man, it was just one of those deals last night. We timed in pretty good and qualified, I think, 10th quick, and then there in the heat race, we had a stellar race car and was able to get up there and start pounding the top. And
joining us on the show right now is a friend of the RacinBoys, and really been looking forward to this interview a lot this week. Aaron Reitzel joins us after picking up his second Lucas Oil ASCS National Tour win at Outlaw Motorsports Park. Aaron, how you doing?
Very good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Looking good, bud. You got a big smile on your face. You got 2 National Tour wins in the books. How are you surprised how things have been going so far this year?
You know, with the start we have, yeah, I am surprised. We had a rough start. We went out there. We went all the way out to Yuma with 1 motor. Yeah. We we had plans on having 2 motors done, our good one, and if anything that could go wrong went wrong.
Welcome to RBN, the Racing Boys Broadcasting Network. I'm Scott Traylor, Kirk Elliott. We're in the McCarthy Auto Group studio, and joining us now is Top Fuel Funny Car driver Courtney Force. It's a pleasure to have you in the studio. The studio hasn't looked this nice in many years, Courtney, and we appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me out here.
Yeah, well, let's talk about it. Heartland Park Topeka this weekend. We've got a lot to talk about, but let's talk about this weekend and your expectations going to Heartland Park Topeka.
Yeah, well, it's kind of exciting for me coming back and being, the past winner here, defending my title hopefully this year. But, I've had some pretty good luck on this racetrack, and so has my dad, and I think my teammates as well. So it's really a historic track in itself, but hoping to come back here and defend my title, and this track's the Chevy Camaro.
I'm Scott. He's Kirk. We're the Racing Boys in the McCarthy Auto Group studio in Kansas City. And joining us now is a longtime friend of the Racing Boys, and boy, did I feel for him. I thought he was going to pick up that Ted Johnson Memorial Race down there at Devil's Bowl, and unfortunately, he comes home second after Donnie Schatz passed him late in the race for the win. And I'm talking about Shane Stewart. Shane, how you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you guys for having me on here. I appreciate it.
Well, dude, I wish it was under better circumstances, because when you're out there leading that race, I'm thinking, all right, he's going to win. We're going to have him on Tuesday night, and everything's going to be great, but it didn't work out that way. And, Shane, first of all, let's talk about that race itself before we get into the details of the race. How big a deal is it for the World of Outlaws to be back to the inaugural race for the World of Outlaws in 1978? It's a big deal, isn't it, to go back down there and run that race?
Oh, absolutely. It was really cool. I didn't actually get to race there last year when they were there, and it was one of the races that we wanted to make, and it just didn't work out for our team. And it was one race, one weekend that I had on my radar that if there was a couple races that I wanted to win this year, that was one of them.